driven, and that goes through, but nope, they decide not to take the single, and so a valuable dot ball. Good bowling here by Noman. Big shot, and that is a huge hit. That is a 6 in any ground. That has gone well past the boundary. Batsman basically set himself up for that shot irrespective of what was going to happen. Got the ball to hit, and he's absolutely bludgeoned that over deep in wicket. Whoever is watching, if you don't mind just posting up the link on the WhatsApp channel as well. We just had the phone die, so we've just replaced the phone. Next ball. That's it's given wide. Good length ball outside off, just a bit too wide outside. And the extra run for the batting team for the Soul Brothers. Bowled full, driven to mid-off, and the ball, with the grass being still very thick, it rolls slowly to Furichima. That's the end of the over, and it looks like Furichima will now be into the attack. Right arm over the wicket, pace, gets it to move away, shapes that ball away, and the power play continues at the moment. Frey just looking around, making sure he's got his field in place. With the batting team at the moment going for the big shots, it's going to be interesting to see how he goes about it. It's going to take a lot of temperament for these bowlers today. Although the Tuk Tuk team has put the runs on the board, the ending wasn't necessarily the strongest, and in the meantime, it'll be interesting to see, despite getting hit, if the bowlers can keep their composure and get the wicket that they need. Starts off outside off, bowling to his field. The two fielders outside the circle are third man and a deep point. However, just a bit off target on that occasion. Goes for a wide. 1 run to the Soul Brothers. That is a huge hit. Absolutely middled that deep through long off for a 6. Would have been a 6 on any ground, and the charge is on. Great length, pulled it back a little bit, shapes away, and left alone by the batsman. Tough ground here to bowl. You're constantly looking for the batting team to make the mistake. Ultimately, economy is as powerful here on this ground as the wickets, but none for the Tuk Tuk team so far. Played over the infield, through the covers, a couple bounces, and it goes for 4. Once again, Soul Brothers, great start, effective start here in the power play, making full use of it. Both batsmen on the attack. Tuk Tuk team not able to find the incision to get that wicket. And despite the change in bowling constantly, unfortunately, they've been unable to get that first wicket so far. It'll be interesting to see how Farid comes back now after being hit for a 4 and a 6, and if he's able to pick a wicket or put a couple dot balls together. Good ball, but it's picked up, a couple bounces again. Through mid wicket, it goes for 4. outside of the power play, that might have actually been an opportunity for a catch, but that's really well played by the bowler. It was well adjusted by Farid to bowl it full. However, the batsman equally up to the task. And that also goes for 6. Pulled wide of long on. Absolutely hammered that ball. Not the middle of the bat, but enough on the small ground for it to carry away for 6. And Mustafa Kasmani walks towards the ball to go pick it up. It's turning out to be a really good start for the Soul Brothers team. Tuk Tuk team put up a lot of runs on the board. However, the last couple overs of their batting didn't yield the runs that they would have hoped for. Not able to finish on a high note. And it'll be interesting to see if that will cost them. If that will cost them in the long run. आना कमेंट्री करनी है आ जाओ ब्रो कुर्सी है इधर
थोड़ा तफरी and मतलब let's enjoy it.
We have one of the Soul Brothers players joining me in the commentary box.
What's your good name, bro?
Kaza Shazad. Kaza
Haris Maqsood.
Haris bhai, thank you for joining. It's always nice to get the opposition who can tell me more about the players.
Thank you, man. I mean, I've really been inspired by your team. Like, Tuk Tuk CC has been a really amazing team. I've been watching them. Like, they play good cricket, like proper fielding, proper bowling. There's a good ground. Like, we cannot rate, bowling on this ground for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, overall, Tuk Tuk CC has been really good. I think last year you guys won a championship as well.
Yeah, that was for the Premier team and the Division 1 team. Now we're hoping to get to the top, obviously get to the Premier. The Premier went up to Elite.
Amazing.
And so far that season's been going well, and then here it's been extremely good. But great start for your team so far.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
sorry? Yeah.
So Soul Brother has been is a group in Pakistan, as most of the people know, and we have started a Canadian chapter here, Soul Brother, without affiliating the name of Pakistan, but just a Canadian chapter. And this is the first year we have entered the team, along with powered by Whitby Sports. So Whitby Sports, under Mazhar Bhai's leadership, has really helped us get the boys together. But yeah, I mean, the brand name is Soul Brother, which we are promoting really with the brand name of Whitby Sports. So I mean, yeah, it has been great. I would say we were targeting Division 1, and we have done really well. The team stands at the moment on number 4. So really a good competition going on at the moment, I guess.
Yeah. Second ball, first one pull was driven for 4. Played over the offside, and that might go all the way.
Yeah, that's
and it's given as a boundary. I'm gonna move the camera just a bit. I know Farid's kind of in your view, so I'm just gonna move it a bit towards your left. There you go. And then let's get a bit straighter. 1 second, boys. There you go. The batsman pick up an easy single towards point. Can I just have the score?
Yeah, the score is 92 runs in 4.3 overs.
That's a great start. And both the batsmen in their 40s, looking close to their 50. Equally strong.
Yeah, equally strong. But Adil is a batsman who just goes on after the ball from the first ball. So that's a deal for you. Amazing 6 on mid wicket. He also reaches his 50 just in 11 balls, I think.
Incredible start. After the Tuk Tuk team posted the score, it was just about trying to get those early wickets, which hasn't been the case. Soul Brothers have come out hitting, and at the moment making full use of the power play. Still 1.5 overs to go of the power play left. Saeed gets the 50, Asim Mahmood at 44 off 17 so far.
Yeah, so Asim is our dark horse. I mean, I wouldn't say dark horse, he's the most reliable player, I would say. He bowls well, he bats well, very reliable. Like he'll probably anchor the inning across like this match as well, while Adil goes after the bowlers.
Played over the infield, no one here, backward point, and that rolls away for 4. 100 up
100
for
up
the
for
Soul
Soul.
Brothers. And so far with the Tuk Tuk team, the bowling figure is not looking great for anyone that's coming to bowl. It'll be interesting to see how, once the power play ends, if the momentum can be carried forward. But so far, it's just been a one-way ticket for the Soul Brothers team.
Yeah, I think the end of the power play will bring a lot of changes. Like I know from like experience that Tuk Tuk CC has a lot of great spinners. Like correct me if I'm wrong, Raza Jamal is one of them. Like he bowls leg spin.
Yeah, Umar Jamal's
Umar
the bowling
Jamal.
leg spin. Raza's unfortunately injured his arm.
Oh, okay.
He hit into another player going for the catch.
Oh my god.
So he'll be out for another couple of weeks. But yeah, Umar Jamal, leg spinner, may have a big role to play today.
For sure.
And that over ends with another 6 that was hit towards backward square. Gone to the boundary and score check. We're at 108 without loss after the 5-over mark.
Adil is 62 on 13 balls. Like amazing. Strike rate of 476.
That's amazing.
2 4s and 9 sixes actually. And Asim is playing on 44, just 17 balls, 4 4s and 4 sixes. I couldn't have asked for a better start for Soul Brothers. Like captaining this team today, we are absent of our captain. Like our captain is usually Wajahat, who's not playing today because of work-related responsibilities.
Welcome to MCL Cricket.
Yeah, sadly these matches are taking place at 5 p.m. sharp evening, which is like very hard for the players to make it to the ground. Like if you're working in like somewhere in Toronto and you have to arrive in Mississauga, or somewhere north of Toronto, it's very hard to reach on time because of the rush hour.
And we have a couple games that are at Sunnybrook East, which
wow.
from Mississauga is going to be a challenge. We'll be leaving at 3 o'clock approximately to try to make those games.
Yeah.
And
you have to really schedule for these matches. You know what I mean? Like ask your boss well in advance for like a half day, leave office early. That's very technical.
so last over of maybe 1 or 2 more overs of the power play. Sufyan into the attack for I think the first time this evening.
Yeah, Sufyan. I know Sufyan from like tape tennis, so he's really good with playing in Milton. There's this league where he plays really well. He bats well, bowls well. So.
And the 2 fielders outside right now are a deep third man and a deep mid wicket, and that might go to deep mid wicket, and that is caught. That is the first wicket. Sufyan into the attack and has an impact straight away.
Amazing catch.
And that's the Said Adil gone.
Yeah, Adil's gone. Sorry, that was Asim.
Asim goes, unable to get his 50, but still winning the power play. The 2 fielders outside, and he's picked out one of them. Much needed breakthrough for the Tuk Tuk team. This will now make things interesting as we go into outside the power play overs.
Yeah,
and they've got the start they need as Soul Brothers, but I mean, still a lot of runs to get.
A lot of runs to get, like 141 runs to get in 17.5 overs. It was a great catch. Sufyan got him out on the first ball actually. Yeah.
Impact straight away.
So yeah, as I mentioned, he has been amazing with the tape ball. He probably does well with the hard ball too. Like how have you seen him across? He batted quite well.
Yeah,
in his inning, so.
He was also got a very close to 50. I think he was on 46.
Oh wow!
Off around 12 balls.
Amazing.
And I mean, he just dealt in 6s. He had no 4s
Yeah.
to his name. And we were joking with him. We said, had you hit a 4, you actually would have made it to 50, not gone out. But made the impact with the bat and now impact with the ball.
For sure. So Deep Patel comes in. He has been like a great addition in our team. Has played a couple of matches. Really scored well. Let's see how he does today.
First ball. And defended. I haven't seen a defensive shot in quite a number of overs. Field placement still stays the same. Deep third man, whitish third man, and the deep mid wicket. That's driven a bit of a misfield, but the slow outfield only allows a single towards the cover area.
So Adil is on a strike.
I feel like he'll just continue the way he's been going.
Yeah. That's Adil's nature. Like that's the way he plays. But Sufyan has been bowling well, so it'll be interesting to see what happens.
Low full toss, play towards mid wicket. It stays within the 30-yard circle. Mushtaba is able to cut that off, and that's a dot ball. Another valuable dot ball.
Yeah, every dot is a win here in this ground. Huron Heights is a very small ground. The leg side is very small. So any flick shot will get you a 6 run easily.
Again, really well played. Oh, it's over the hands, and that does go for 4. Powerfully hit. I'm not sure if the fielder at point got a hand to it or not, but very close, but very effective.
So last ball of the the power play, interestingly, 7 overs.
Yeah, because it's 8 overs in MCL for a 25-over game. We're playing a 23 over
Yeah.
for this evening. I mean, as the days get shorter, they also shorten the game too. Oh, that is launched.
That is a 6 on the long off side.
I'll go fetch that.
Okay.
So after a great start to the over for the Tuk Tuk team, it ends off with 2 boundaries, and the momentum gets carried forward.
Sufyan did well in his first over, 11 runs off it, but like he got a really good wicket of Asem on the very first ball. So I would say that's a win for Tuk Tuk CC. 119 in 6 overs.
So gamble. Omar Jamal comes into the attack. Leg spin. Will be interesting with only 2 fielders outside the circle. And I mean, it could go anywhere. It could be a big over. You could get a couple wickets.
For sure. Deep Patel is facing Omar.
The field placement's interesting. They're going with the long off and a deep mid wicket. So deep square legs open, of course. Long on is open. But as we saw with the spinners on your team, the spinners make an impact in this ground despite the small boundaries.
Yeah, you just have to bowl on the
I
right.
hope I can stay locked in with this great commentary. I'm getting removed from the game.
You have to just bowl in the right spots, and that's what Omar did in his first ball.
Oh, that's a loopy full toss, dipping,
was-
but
A full
No worries, no
a full
more.
toss ball, like that was punished by Deep Patel. So I think, what do you think the first ball, like that's the length you would want to go to for, right? I mean, breaking the batsman's power, like not allowing him to just be easy with the ball, like come a little forward so that he's disturbed from his base position.
I mean, that second ball was just an easy shot. Oh, there you go. See,
Oh,
that's
that's
around the length he needs to be at, right
Yeah.
there. He's got to make a use of the pitch. He's got to turn that ball, let it bounce. I mean, low full toss is always going to get you hit, especially on this ground.
For sure. Can't agree more with that.
Oh, that is beautifully played.
Amazing shot. Over deep covers. Like Omar didn't do anything wrong there. That was a good ball from Omar, but Deep adjusted himself, and as I said, came down the pitch and went for deep covers for a big 6.
Beautiful inside out shot, went down the track, got to the pitch of it, and despite the long off, he adjusted, played it towards deep cover. Deep has got into it in this over. Got a couple balls, took a couple singles, and now he's made use of this last over of the power play. taking on Umar Jamal. The ball is lost in some trees, so we've got a bit of a slowdown in the game right now.
Yeah, Deep Patel is a youngster that has started playing with Soul Brothers recently. Like he's mainly a Whitby Sports player, and as I said, this team has been powered by Whitby Sports. So we share a lot of players. He plays. He's one of the best players. Knocking at the Super 9 doors, I would say. So a really good batsman, who opens and uh, he scores really well. Sensible cricket, I would say. Not hitting every ball, but really sensible batting.
Whitby Sports, tell me more about them. Are they playing MCL? Are they playing Scarborough League, Toronto?
Yeah, so Whitby Sports has 14 teams actually, and 14 teams, yeah.
Oh my God!
And
Okay.
more than 100 players in the club. They play Markham T30. I think there's a T20 they play. They play ADCL T20, T40. They play BDCL. They play MCL. A couple of teams here. They play Super Pro MCL too. Apart from the Soul Brother team
Right.
that play in Division 1. And I think there's more some more teams in the Scarborough, as you mentioned, league, but I'm forgetting in Markham League. So yeah, in
Right.
total we have 14 teams. Yeah, I mean a big club which is making its mark across the GTA. Really appreciate the management under Mazhar Bhai and Obair Bhai, who are ex-Dolphin players.
I was gonna say that because
Yeah.
when you were talking about so many teams, I was thinking about the Saga Dolphins, who've obviously been here over a decade.
Yeah.
Right? They're not only do they have a lot of teams, their teams typically do quite well.
Yeah.
Always one of the harder teams to play,
Yeah.
and always rewarding when you beat them. But
Yeah.
difficult teams, difficult team. The ball is still lost. Just as a quick update, lost in the trees. They've got 5 Tuk Tuk players and an umpire trying to find the ball.
Maybe I'll just go and fetch the ball while you wait.
The Tuk Tuk team's gonna need to continue getting wickets if they're gonna have a chance to stop this rampage from the Soul Brothers batting unit so far. The Tuk Tuk team again, they were going at over 12 and over. However, in the last 3 or 4 overs, they scored maybe about 10 to 12 runs. Got all out, weren't able to play the last 3 balls of their innings, and that could come back to haunt them. In time will tell. They are able to get the ball back. All the players are returning now to their positions. Umar Jamal, I believe, has 1 ball left in the over. Hit for 2 sixes in the over. If he's able to get a wicket, it will be all worth it. But at the same time, it's going to be interesting to see how this team continues. Field outside once again. We've got a long off at Farid Chima taking that position on, and a deep mid wicket. And it looks like Noman that's over there.
So we
Last
are
ball?
back with the ball. Yeah, it's I would say the second last ball.
Second last ball, yeah. We've got 2 balls to go. The wind right now, it's coming across towards from third man to long on. Yeah. And that's a white ball. Looped it up outside off, and Deep's smart enough not to play it. Oh, he really gave it flight. A big wind up, gets an inside edge, is able to pick up a single. Last ball to come.
So 14 of the over for 5 balls. Would you rate that a reasonable over, considering what we are chasing here?
I think it's still the power play over, right? I would say he's done well.
Good ball.
Yeah.
Good ball.
No, not a bad. I would say, if he had picked up a wicket, that'd be a huge over.
Yeah.
But I think they'll take that. They'll take that. A couple big hits, and with only 2 fielders outside, you are going to be looking at just trying to damage control.
Yeah. So 133 in 7 overs for the loss of 1 wicket.
We're more than half the scoring at this point. We need another 116 and 16 overs. And about 8 and over approximately.
Yeah. 7.25.
That is huge.
Yeah,
That's very easy.
Yeah, that seems easy, but like with I think the depth of bowling that Tuk Tuk CC has, it'll still be a challenge. I think we have scored. I think Soul Brothers are on, like they've scored more than half of the runs. The required runs are 116 in 96 balls, which is pretty easy in this ground, but like with tough teams, with better fielding, like you can come back in the game at any point of time.
Yeah, I know a couple wickets we saw with the Tuk Tuk team towards the end of the innings, and that really slowed down the scoring. A couple wickets here, and the batsman will take a bit more time to get settled, and so on. Interesting field. We've got a deep square, like deep mid wicket, third man, deep cover, and long off. So behind square on the leg side and the long on area is not, of course, covered to the full extent. Sufyan's going to invite him to play straight towards long on, and it'll be interesting to see how he goes. But Deep's also shown that he can play through the covers.
Okay, shot by Deep.
Heads up, heads up, heads up, heads up, heads up!
That goes for a 6, a big 6. Just like a golf shot that Imran Nazir used to play. Very straight
Thank
shot.
you.
Big 6. Deep goes on to 20 runs of just 8 balls. 3 sixes, no 4s. My colleague is back. He went to take the ball. And that's a shot on the offside. That's not 4. They're running for it. Oh, that's 4 runs. Okay.
It just about goes through with the slow outfield. It's you always have to see, but it just manages to get through to the boundary.
Amazing dynamics, unlike you play like bigger grounds and like you change your bowling style and then you play smaller grounds and then you have to switch so Canada gives you all of that, faster grounds, slower grounds across Toronto. Mississauga has a mix of both, but in Brampton we have really seen amazing ground coming up with turf wickets, with Astro, bigger grounds like fine cut grass. And there's a GT T20 tournament going on as we speak.
That is launched over the offset, over cover. That is a 6.
Amazing 6 over deep cover.
Low full toss, again, not pitching the ball there. Sufyan trying to bowl defensive, trying to go for those Yorkers, but just misses on that occasion. The batsman absolutely pounces on it.
Sufyan's first over was really good. Sorry?
No, but the batsman's playing with a bigger bat.
They might be, bro.
I think we are losing the plot here. Like Sufyan did really well in his first over, but now he's like full tosses will not help you in small grounds. Really, it makes it easier for the batsman to hit the ball. And a batsman like Deep Patel who plays really well. So need to change the plan, I guess. The first ball he got the wicket of Asim was right on the spot. Like he didn't give him a chance. Like Asim missed the.
I think one big difference was too, I was bowling out swing, and he came and put an in swinger right away, so that's why it edged up.
Oh.
Very smart.
Yeah, it was an in-swing ball. That's right.
Ooh, that's the first dot ball I've seen for a while. I think he's gone back to basics.
Yeah.
Basics.
So just 100 runs required in 15.1 over, 91 balls to be exact. Last ball of the over and goes for a 4.
Impressive. That's deep cover and long off. He's picked his gap almost perfectly. The two brother-in-laws, Farid and Saj, it just splits the two.
Oh, is that Farid Chima?
Yes, that is Farid Chima.
I know him from like another team that he plays for. I think he plays for Afzal's team. Farid, you play with Afzal, right?
Afzal bhai?
Afzal bhai,
Ji,
yeah,
on
yeah,
Boo
yeah.
Boo.
And Amar also plays for
Amar,
that team.
Sikandar Kaza plays there.
Oh, you know?
with the Bobo
Oh,
Boys, yeah.
amazing.
Which team do you play for there?
I don't play for. I know them like from like table tennis days, but like they're my
Team.
friends actually.
T. It's a small cricketing world for sure.
For sure, man.
New bowler into the attack. Amir Ahmed comes in.
Swami!
Another spinner, and I would say key moment.
Yes,
We're going back to the simplest of fields. We've got deep square leg, deep mid wicket, long on, long off, and a deep cover. So basically everything behind square and behind on the offside and behind square on the leg side is game, but you have to get power through those shots, which isn't as easy as just hitting it straight.
For sure, an ideal
Swami,
field
bring us
setup
back!
for a spinner. So Ahmed, if I'm not wrong, bowls off spin.
Yeah, off spin.
Leg spin.
Oh, leg spin, eh?
I think he's off spin. Off spin around the wicket.
He's off
Yeah.
spin, yeah.
Oh, that's a
Oh, that
give
was
me
a bad
ball
ball.
first up. Oh man, that's just leg stump full toss, easily picked away. You'd almost say, why did he hit it for a 4 and not a 6?
The length was not right, and the umpire is signaling for a no ball. So that'll be free hit for Adil.
Adil is playing extremely well on 72 off 17. He's come in and absolutely taken the game.
Yeah, poor Adil has been driving from like Cambridge, all the way from Cambridge, so he's making it worth it. I think this inning. Oh, what
Play
a
towards
shot!
long on.
Straight
Yeah.
and 4.
Play very straight. Long on is really wide. And I think they're going to make the adjustment and bring Omar Jamal long on a bit more straighter and deep mid wicket a bit more straighter as well. Good ball, actually.
That was a good ball, I would say. Like in a bigger ground, that might not have been a 4.
You want me to
Like,
go
the
a bit
fielder might
straighter?
have been able to cut it. I would always, like as a spinner myself, keep my long on and long off straighter
I
for
think,
those
yeah,
straight shots.
that's what they've done now. Both long and long off have been straighter.
And he goes for a big one. Over long on for a 6. What a shot.
That is a 6 in most grounds, if not all grounds.
Adil is batting on 80 runs of just 19 balls.
He shuffled across, yeah, 80 of 19.
19 balls,
How
yeah.
many scores?
5 fours and 10 sixes. A strike rate of 421.
And
That's amazing.
when I was saying go at 20 runs and over, you guys were looking at me. This guy's scoring at 25, 30 runs.
Yeah,
Hey,
the
man, good for him.
current run rate is 20.16 and the required is 5.5, so just below run a ball. Whitby
Hey.
Sports, powered by Soul
Swami!
Brothers. Oh, sorry, Soul Brothers, powered by Whitby Sports, is doing quite well.
You would think again a wicket's going to make a big difference. But they've been trying all type, they've rotated bowlers as much as they can.
And Adil will not stop. There he goes for a big one again. Long off, 6 runs, same result, same ball.
I think there's a bit of, it's just too full.
Yeah,
It's just too full.
it's just too full, yeah.
He's right under the bat, and all he has to do is just pick it up. He doesn't even need to put much effort on those.
I think when you're a spinner and like you're facing a batsman like that who's hitting you on every ball, you're right. Like you have to break his power. So how would you break that power? You'll bowl a little slightly backward, so that let him leave his crease. Like let him come forward. Maybe a chance for a stump. Maybe he'll miss his shot, and because you're breaking his power, he might go for
Hold on,
a
Amir.
high shot and like got caught.
Yeah, he's got to pull his length back.
Yeah.
Ultimately, he's changing his side, which may help him. Let's see.
Oh, that was a good ball.
Yep, that was a good ball. Again, a bit too full, but way outside off stump, and it just cleared the infield. But like I said, the field on the offside, you've got a deep cover, and that was just behind square. So, good ball, picks up only a single, gets off strike. Need to bat out the last, I would say, 1 or 2 balls.
Yeah, 2 balls left. Oh, that was a bad ball. That was way down leg side. You wouldn't want to bowl those kind of balls in this small ground because the leg side is pretty small. And this has been a big over from Amir Ahmed. 28 runs of it just from the initial 5 balls. So we are still remaining with 1 ball.
Yeah, I think his length was better, but his line now was way towards leg stump and just needed to be picked up, which it was.
Yeah.
That's better.
Oh, that's a good ball, but like, look at that. Oh!
Good effort.
Good effort.
That's really well played by Deeb. It's a good ball. Good cricket, actually, I would say. The fielder got a hand to it right inside the boundary, but that does clear. And that's a 6 over the covers. 34 runs off that over. And the rampage continues.
So just 62 runs left in 14 overs. What we're looking at a run rate of 4.43. Deep Patel is batting on 46 runs of 15 balls. And Adil, a staggering 93 of just 22 balls.
We're coming back to Mushtaba Kasmani. Pace swings it both ways. And you can feel time's running out for the Tuk Tuk team if they're to win this match. They got to pick up wickets and they got to pick them up really, really quickly.
Isn't Mushtaba and the other bowler brothers?
As far as I'm aware.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God! And that takes the outside edge. Nick played with power, gets the nick, goes through fly slip, goes for 4. Unlucky, but you get good balls with no runs and you get bad balls with lots of runs. So
For sure. And in a small ground, like you can't, the batsman is the king, right? Even missed shots get you like scoring runs. I mean, like
he's now at 97 off 23. No hundreds today. Closest we got was Zubair, who scored 95 for the Tuk Tuk team.
yeah, Zubair is a really good batter. I've seen him like in other matches. Really good after the ball. And that's a catch. Oh, he didn't attempt that.
Fareed did not go for that catch. That would have been very similar actually to Zubair's, who caught at one ball. And you would actually think that's the first miss hit by Adil. Yeah, picks up a single, goes on to 98, I believe.
97 in 23 ball. Oh yeah, 98. Yeah, you're right. The score is not updated.
Good short ball, actually. Not expecting. Also played a really good hand. 46 off 15, 2 4s and 6 6s. So, despite the wicket that fell, the momentum was carried onwards by Deep as he's come in.
Yeah, Deep has been amazing. We played at Go Green and he scored similar runs, similar balls. Like a really good addition to our team, I would say.
Oh, once again, that's just low full toss, played it just over Mushtaba. There's about 2 chances in this over. He's come back well, Mushtaba, in this over. A bit unlucky with that first ball, but creating chances just not close enough.
I would rate this over really good. I mean, the initial 3 balls going for 5 runs. I mean, like how we have seen other bowlers, Mushtaba has done really good.
Outside off, and that is a wide.
You would want to like just bowl right at the offside, like just make the batsman hit on the offside and just like this small ground, and that's what Mustafa is doing. As a captain, I wouldn't mind like a wide if you can save a 6 runs off one of the balls. So like a dot. Oh my God, that's a big hit.
That's launched. That's the 100 up, I believe.
That's 100 up for Adil. Adil, well played, Adil! Sorry, folks.
That's a huge hit. That is a 6 again on any ground. That's gone at least 30 meters past the boundary.
Let me just clap for my player. Adil! Adil, well played, Adil!
No worries, Mushtaba, bro. That's such a good job, man. You really got it. Yeah.
So 200 up for Whitby. Oh, sorry, for Soul Brothers.
200 up.
200 up in 9.5 overs.
Yeah, that is incredible scenes actually. That's over 20 runs and over at the moment, and 1 ball still to go off the 10th for the 10th over.
while we were bowling, I was quite frustrated. In like 12 overs, we like Tuk Tuk CC were on 145 runs, and I was saying to myself that they might cross 300 runs.
And I think, you know, it's the fact that your team pulled it back the last couple of overs. I think 300 was on for about 4 or 5 overs, about 5 overs left in the innings. But then, again, it's just the wickets, right? You get the wickets, bowl a couple good balls, and then the pressure gets back on the batting team to score in the ground this small.
For sure, when Zubair and Omar were playing, and then later on when Sufyan and Zubair were playing, it seemed like, you know, Tuk Tuk CC would go all the way, but we were able to pull them back, and that's another 6 by Adil. Adil has been in
On
a
the
different on the charge. Like, I don't know what has he eaten today. As I told you, like, he's driven all the way from Cambridge, so he's making it worth it. A small ground, but it's still like a big total to chase, and Adil has come out all guns blazing.
I mean, that's over 20 runs and over. Adil 110 off 26 not out. Deep Patel 47 off 17. You know, Asim 44 of 18. There's been no batsman that has struggled so far. I mean, in fairness, the Tuk Tuk team's not been able to get some wickets, right? And that obviously plays a big part. You have to try and get those wickets, get to that middle order, get to that late order, really put that pressure on, but that just did not happen.
For sure.
Saad Ansari comes into the attack. Medium bowler, he doesn't bowl typically that often, but Tuk Tuk team obviously taking a gamble to see if they can get the golden arm.
You have to try your bowlers. Like, you have to try all your strength. Like, if the core bowlers are not working, you have to take chances and, like, you know, bowl the non-orthodox bowlers, like, who you wouldn't normally try. And, like, you know, you never know. They'll give you the results. Let's see. Oh, good ball. Good first ball by Saad.
Yeah, Deep looking for his 50. He's got 3 more to go to get to his 50. I mean, if you go with the current run rate, this game might be done in the next 2.5 overs.
Yeah, with Peter, Soul Brothers require 43 runs in 13 overs. That's a white ball.
Keeper's missed it, short third, collects the ball, and that's a wide.
So Saad got 1 dot and 1 wide. Let's see what he balls next. Oh, that's a no ball.
Oh man,
You wouldn't want that.
No, and you know, he started well actually, but it's just simple mistakes. He's on to 49. He's got a free hit,
Amazing.
and what more could you want? You know,
Yeah, 18 balls, 49 runs.
and a free hit to try to get your
Right.
50.
The only way you can get out is by getting yourself run out, which will be, the chances of which is bleak because Deep has been sensible across this inning. And a full toss, goes for a 6, that's a 50. Well played, Deep, well played!
Yeah, played over cover, full toss, outside off. You know, almost a gift, and then when you have it as a free hit, even a bigger gift. Goes for 6, and you know the attack continues. And it's funny because when you look at it, Deep Patel, despite scoring 55 off 19, still has a lower strike rate.
There he goes for another one, out of his crease, but just for 1 run at short mid-wicket.
Yeah, mid-wicket cuts it off. Just got the inside edge of the bat. Saad's had a decent-ish over. He's bowled good balls, but just, you know, the no ball has cost him.
Yeah. A no ball, free hit 6 on full toss, so yeah, that cost you a lot. Oh, that was a good one.
Might be
Slow.
one of the best balls of the day,
Yeah,
actually.
for sure. Slow Yorker. Adil is forced to, like, press that ball down. He's not taking chances.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you know, smart batting, right? Like, he's respected the ball there, and rightfully so.
Comes out and oh! There's a chance of catch. Who's catching it? Saad himself. Oh, wasn't able to reach it. The ball lands in a no man's land.
It's, you know, it just went up. It just went up. You would think it would carry too long off. It wasn't. It didn't. I also think Saad was a bit late on it. He didn't know who was going after it. He could have potentially got there, but
Yeah, those kind of catches are hard to do. Oh, that's 6.
again, bad ball, right? You've got the length, not too bad, but just down leg, and again, just a hit me ball. You just gotta get some bat on it.
Yeah.
And with a small ground like that, of course, the results will always go your way.
A touch of a bat, and that gives 6 runs to Deep. 18 of the over from Saad, and Soul Brother Canada is at 224 for the loss of 1 wicket in just 11 overs.
Yeah, terrible over for the Soul Brothers team. They weren't able to get their 20 plus runs of their run rate. So great stuff by Saad Ansari. But in all seriousness, if you'd gone 12 off the over, you would say not bad in the circumstances. But again, it's just a matter of you bowled 4 good balls, bowled 2 or 3 bad balls, right, with the no ball included, and it just cost you on that occasion. So, view bowler again, they're going to try out Harvinder Singh, right arm, medium.
A really good batsman, Harry. I've seen him play like Paul Coffey, and he really took the match away with his amazing inning, hitting 6s on the go. So Tuk Tuk CC is trying him for with the ball today. He wasn't able to score big today. Got out early, scored just 10 runs off 5 balls. But let's see what he does with the ball.
Yeah, and I mean, he opens the innings. He plays. He's a typical opener, right? Like if he scores even once every couple games,
it results in a big score for you.
You end up winning the match effectively.
Yeah. I think similar is the case with Adil, where Adil goes big, goes for those big shots early. If he's out early, then it's a problem for the team. But if he goes big, scores big, as he has done today, the team does really well. And on the leg side, Adil goes for a pull shot and gets 6 runs on a small ground, on a big ground. I think.
They said 11 point something.
So 11.2, I guess.
11.2.
11.2 and 228 for the loss of 1 wicket.
What do you guys need?
21
runs.
runs. Is this one of the best batting performances this team has had?
For sure. Soul Brother has never scored these many runs. Firstly, and in such less overs, I would say. But it goes nothing on the on the Tuk Tuk team. It's really a very small ground, and can't really blame the bowlers. It's just your luck. I mean, you get the wickets early, and then you tend the team. Soul Brothers and their bowling initially got hit for a lot of shots too.
That is a really good ball. I mean, that's a really good shot. No ball as well. And it's no bowler has been able to kind of string 6 good balls together and try to stop the attack. Even here, Harry's bowled a couple good balls, but a couple of them have just been too easy. Even that one, full toss side off, no ball, gets hit for a 6. You got a free hit, and the runs required are just they're tumbling very, very fast.
Yeah, I can't agree more. As we mentioned before, full tosses, unless they are super fast, right on and the batsman is not able to hit it from the middle of the bat. It can save you, but otherwise, any full toss is a crime in this pitch.
And that might be why. Yeah.
So 235 for the loss of 1 wicket in 11.3 overs. Just 15 runs required. And he goes for a big shot, but he's dropped it.
He's dropped it. It's a free hit anyway.
A free hit.
It's a free hit anyway. They pick up a single, and that's probably one of the very few miss hits we've seen. And I mean, you will take it on a free hit anyway.
For sure. At times, just like I forgot that's a free hit. We've seen most of the players forgetting about it and taking those catches and celebrating it rather than getting the batsman run out. So it's so funny. Oh, is that out? That should be out. Oh, that was right in front.
Bat? Oh, all right. So got inside edge because that did he shuffled across that looked plumb, but inside edge just saved him. Played towards the covers, and that goes for 4. Deep cover, not able to cut that off. It was 2, I think Sufyan's right, but not able to cut that off. And Adil's just continues on. Strike rate fallen. 363 was over 400 for quite some time.
Yeah, can't agree more. Like 120 runs of 33 balls, he has slowed down for sure. Maybe he's tired.
I mean, in fairness, he's had a couple.
Clearly, the Soul Brothers are not giving their batsmen enough water. Adil is sitting down, like he's tired. He just wants this match to get over. 9 runs remaining in 11 overs. And
Is that
this
going to
should be a
carry?
catch. Oh no, that's a 6.
So it's one of those hits that in this ground you get the 6. In another ground that would be caught, but again, that's probably the smallest of the 6s I've seen of the conventional shots.
For sure, small ground, small boundaries, and a misery for the bowlers. Huron Heights has been
Deep Patel 73 off 25, 3 runs to go. It could be over on this ball.
on the ball for sure. And it goes for a shot. Is that 4?
And that is 4.
And
That's
that's
the
4.
end.
That's the end of the match in 12.2 overs. Soul Brother has won by 9 wickets. Really appreciate having you, having me over, with you for the commentary.
Yeah, congratulations to your team and good luck on the next few games. Great win today. Despite the bowling getting hit, that comeback towards the end was good. And then the batting was just something else.
I wish the best to TTC for the rest of the season, and the team has been amazing. Today was a bad day, but for sure, the team will get together. I'm sure, and get back stronger in the next matches.
Yep.
This is Haris Maksud signing off with
Gaza Shahzad. Thank you everyone for tuning in, and I'll close off the stream now. Have a great evening.
Beautifully done, fellas. Beautifully done.